We are joined in studio. We are delighted as well. Adam Durrett and Counting Crows guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're here tomorrow at Royal Hospital in Kilmainham. And when do you get home? When do you finally go?
Mid-July.
Yeah.
But we're only home for about a week and a half, and then the American tour starts end of July to October.
Mm-hmm.
So
T-Bone Burnett produced your first album. How did he get in on that?
he was. I kind of felt like we needed to make a lot of changes for the first album. I thought our sound at the time, we sort of sounded like late model Roxy music, which I liked a lot, but it just seemed like very short-lived. It wasn't really what I wanted to do. And I think T-Bone really understood what I was talking about that, and he helped us to kind of strip things back. And
for such a young band at the time, though, to get to work with a guy who basically is with the Elvis Costello connection, and then we all know him from the Oh Brother Where Art Thou in the last few years. And
well, T-Bone did a lot of bands' first albums.
yeah,
he's worked with a lot of bands and helped them sort of develop their sound, and then not.
we're looking at your influences. You say influenced by the likes of Van Morrison and R.E.M. Mike and the Mechanics. I met Paul Carrick some years back. Great old band, great singer, fabulous singer.
From Squeeze, Paul Carrick?
Yeah, Paul Carrick from Squeeze, and who else? He's played with everybody.
I saw him with Ace.
Yeah.
Way back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Ace's drummer was from Dublin, Fran Breen.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, way back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Tempted's an Ace song, isn't it? Or is that from Squeeze?
No, it's Squeeze.
Tempted was a
Squeeze with
What's
Elvis.
up for that Ace
with
song that was
the
such
three
a great-
different vocalists.
I saw him play with Nick Lowe as well.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
That was really good, too.
He's been around all
He
right.
made some great solo records back then, too.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you guys listening to nowadays?
I never really listened to Mike and the Mechanics.
Me neither.
I mean,
Me neither.
that keeps coming up in interviews. I'm not
Yeah.
nothing against them, but really, I just... Was Paul Carrick in that band?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
All I Need Is a Miracle.
That's there.
him
Mike
singing.
Rutherford from Genesis. That was, I was kind of thinking it was a
Yeah.
bit quirky, you know.
Yeah.
Genesis and
Yeah, I remember
Counting
who it
Crows.
was. It keeps coming up places. Well, it's weird things, you know. Somebody says something once, and then it gets stuck in a bio, and then you never said it. It shows up there again.
You kind of look. I said Michael McCann. You went,
Yeah.
I remember it.
Oscar nominations. What's it like? You get an Oscar nomination. Do you kind of go wow, or do you go?
Now or then? At the time,
Back
I was
then.
like, wow. Now that I know we lost, it's like, whoa.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Come on, there's no lie there.
And did you get to suit up and go to these awards and,
Yeah, it was definitely a
movie
full
stars?
production.
How excited were those movie stars to hang out with us, though? Totally cool.
Yeah, you wonder about that because movie stars kind of they operate on their own planet. Never mind what the stories you hear about rock stars and excesses and all that kind of stuff. But movie stars and private jets and all, nothing that rock stars would.
But seriously, is there a movie star alive who hasn't started his own band at this point?
Yeah.
They're just all starting bands and talking about being musicians.
What do you reckon, Connor? The rock star thing and movie stars wanting to be rock stars.
It's like they don't know how to be movie stars.
Yeah.
They all want to be rock stars.
Yeah, I wish them luck.
Tomorrow night, guys, we were talking about set list, and you said no, it's different every night.
Yeah, I literally sent a text out in the afternoon after sound check to the band, the crew, opening band if we're good friends that just says anything you want to play tonight, anything you want to hear.
Yeah.
And then we get stuff back, and around dinner time, Emmy and I sit down and we make a set list.
And you were saying Mr. Jones was off for a while, and now it's back, and
I mean, for the last few years, it's been about 50%, I would say.
yeah.
It gets, because like a lot of things, there's so many songs to play. Some nights you play it, some nights, there's other songs that go in those slots.
And there is a standardized version now, eh?
Of what?
Of Mr. Jones.
Well, I mean, I think it still changes every night. I definitely change the way I sing it every night.
Sure.
But we've just been playing it electrically because we came up with so many different varieties of the acoustic version that now no one's sure which version we're playing when we're playing it, and it sucks. Because everyone's playing different versions of the song.
Connor's just telling us last time you were here, you ended up hanging out with Chad Kroger.
That was a long time, because that was when we played Slane Castle.
Yeah.
But, Emmy and they played Slane that year too, and so did Stereophonics. And we ended up in Lily's later that night. Me, Emmy, and Charlie, our piano player, and we ran into Chad there, and he was a nice guy, and he was like a big Counting Crows fan. So we all started drinking. Emmy was drinking tequila, I was drinking champagne, Charlie was drinking scotch that night. And Chad decided to try and match us drink for drink. But not like we all have a drink at the same time.
Okay.
I'd have a drink of champagne, he'd have a drink of champagne. He'd have a drink of tequila, Chad would have a drink of tequila.
Oh, wow.
Charlie would have a drink of scotch, he'd have a drink of scotch. And he literally worked himself, quite literally, under a table.
So it ended in
He,
tears.
he wanted to make Charlie puke. That's
Yeah,
what was-
but he
that
did
was
it by
addiction.
drinking with all three of us, and it just...
He wound up with X's on his eyes on the floor.
I'll say he was a lovely guy that night. The best part of the story was that at some point I wandered off with this girl I knew. Emmy disappeared, and Charlie was left there, and the bill came, and he had to pay the bill, and he's like, crap. So he put it on his credit card because he didn't have enough money because we'd run up quite a bill. Chad's unconscious, I think, at this point. Charlie pays the whole bill, and then like about a week later, I guess the credit card bill came to his house, and
California,
and his wife took one look at this thing and said like €1,000 Lily's Bordello, and she called him up and screamed at him. They're since divorced. That did not go over at all.
So looking forward to a nice, quiet night after the show tomorrow night.
Well, you never know.
Adam, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.